Howdy everyone, it's the Duke here with my friend Sarah, and she was walking up here the end of Pattee Canyon up on Mount Sentinel, skeleton tree land, and found a couple real interesting looking stick structures that we're up here investigating. What is the date today? The 21st?
I believe so.
November 21. It's cold and there's not a lot of people around here, as you can see. Whoops. It's pretty well deserted. This area has been partially cleared at some point.
About 10 years ago.
Yeah, about 10, is it 10 years ago? Okay.
Yeah, it was right when we first moved here.
I really like the fact that some of this is cleared so that nothing can sneak up on you very easily. So, first of all, there's a little structure over here. And can you see it? It's like a little teepee over there. We're going to go look at that in a minute. But over in this direction, there's a big honker over here. So we're going to go check this one out. And here's the other little stick structure I was talking about. Let's walk up and take a little bit of a closer look at this, shall we? You and Sarah found this. Now, for utilitarian purposes, unless you're 2 feet long, you're not going to be able to lay inside of there or anything, so it's pointless to make something like this as a shelter for the weather. Could be kids piling up sticks, playing cowboys and Indians, trying to make themselves a teepee. That's always possible. I'm not seeing any of these that look like they've been cut. They're all yanked out of the ground like that one right there. There's roots on it. Or snapped off. Mostly old dead wood, it looks like. But again, the question arises, why walk a couple miles up a mountain in the middle of nowhere to put together a teepee that has no useful purpose? Like most of the stick structures that we think are associated with Bigfoot, it's just baffling. They may be markers for something. Some of the bigger ones could potentially be used for blinds if they're near game trails or something. But stuff like this just makes us think that, you know, it's just juveniles practicing for when they get to be big and they can do this sort of thing with whole trees, which we have examples of near here too. And when I can actually get my crippled body to walk that far, I'm planning on getting up there and getting some video too. But there you go. You can see the way the top is sort of woven together. Things going under and over each other and whatnot to hold the structure together. So again, pretty strange. And off over there in the distance, and believe me, I'm keeping an eye on her. That's Sarah taking a picture of the big one. Now I got her walking over there, you can get an idea on the scale on that thing. And it's pretty darn big. I'm going to walk over and get a couple pictures with her just so you can see. We got the big old root wad there. Come around and take a look at it from this side. I don't know if it even came from here, if something just drug it in and put it here. The other two are obviously from this spot. They're just sitting here. But again, this is some big heavy stuff. For kids to be dragging this around would seem to be a little bit unlikely. I'll give you an idea of the scale on this thing. That is actually above my head. So this is it's pretty darn weird. Yeah, and we'll take a look at that little one too and see what we can find over there. As you can see, it's right on the edge of the thinned out area, and then you go back into the full-blown woods over there that hasn't been thinned. So again, pretty interesting. Now here we are back at the bigger one again. Sarah's standing next to it as an example for scale. Now you guys look at this. There's no crater in the ground here. If this thing actually got pulled out of the ground right here, where's the hole that root wad would have left? And where's the rest of the tree? It should be sticking out over here somewhere. It isn't. Is that it? Up on top?
That might be it on top.
That might be part of it, but it sure didn't fall that way naturally.
Because that looks like the same diameter.
So, again, you know, if you want to pass this off as kids playing or something, you got some kids around here that are about as strong as Hercules to be moving this stuff around. So I'm really sincerely doubting that's an explanation for it. Well, we're going to take a look at a couple other little things around here and see what else we can find. We'll get right back to you guys. Okay, you guys, Sarah's still over there. I just walked this big long distance of all of about, what, 50 feet. There's another odd anomaly here. Again, the decorating the tree stump thing. There's one log there that's upside down and doesn't belong here. This one over here and this one over here sort of going in the same direction. Okay, see that? That am not attached to the ground. That was moved here from somewhere. Same thing. This one did not come out of the ground right here. It was moved here for some reason. Again, very odd. Those Down syndrome Hercules kids running around here in the dark doing this or something. I don't know, but come on, quit snickering in the background, Sarah. Now we're going to poke around some more and see if we can find anything else interesting to show you guys. But yeah, this is some pretty odd stuff, and it's all just right next to each other. Same stick structure. This is Sarah pointed this out. It's on one side of it. Just sort of a little grouping of torn up twigs. Put in a little arrangement again, and it's right next to the larger one we were just looking at that had all the stuff moved in from somewhere else. So, yeah, pretty strange. Okay, you guys. I'm not going to say, you know, well, Bigfoot caused this. But there's a stump with a tree laying across it. Okay. You see that? There's another stump with a tree laying across it. Two of them laying across it. There's another one with two more laying across it. Another structure in the back there I gotta go check out. Here's another one with this tree laying across this tree. Actually is from here. I just checked. It got pushed over somehow. It sure don't look like the top of that tree ever had enough branches to carry enough snow load to push it over, though. Sarah's way over there. Let me just make her out. She is looking at another stump that's decorated. Somebody likes to come through here and lay sticks on top of stumps. And that's pretty weird. There's even little twigs and stuff just carefully leaned up against this. Okay, explain to me how this happens naturally. Some of these things have been snapped off on both ends and then sort of interwoven, just leaned up against the stump. Really strange stuff. We're in a big thicket. Well, it's not a thicket, but we're in a denser area of woods now that hasn't actually been cleared at any point. So, Sarah says she just found a tree break over there. Come over. Take a look at that. Three in a row piled up again, and that's from right here. This one could certainly be natural. It's been here a long time. So, not too suspicious of this one. It's probably just natural here. Here where Sarah is. Let's see what cool thing she found. What'd you find? Oh yeah. No, that's totally natural. You can tell by the complete lack of branches on that end that the snow load broke it. Yeah, right. How high up do you figure that is?
10 feet?
Probably around 9 anyway.
Yeah.
And take a close look at that, folks. Can you see it on the camera? Can you see that? That isn't just a break, it's a twist too. You see that? See that? Lots of little twigs and sticks piled up against this conglomeration of trees. And there's that 9 or 10 foot up snap with a twist on it right there. So all this stuff individually may not seem like anything, but when you start finding all these weird anomalies in one little area, it's pretty strange. And this is just stuff that high winds and storms and, you know, random animals playing with sticks are just not going to end up with things like this that are all woven together looking. It's really some odd stuff. So, there you go. Okay, what's going on with this? Is somebody trying to make a bed for themselves? Or is this just randomly happening? Yes. Okay, a little mess. You can probably hear him plowing through brush. This one's right next to it. Almost looks like a hollowed out area. Somebody like human size could fit in there. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. Kind of right in there. There's Sarah. Checking out all sides of that weird thing. Not saying these are Bigfoot, just again, weird brush pile for no reason in the middle of nowhere. Kind of strange. So yeah, just on our way back, and guess what? Found another one. You can actually see Mount Sentinel off there in the background. So again, kids trying to build a teepee, or what else is going on here? All this stuff is small enough for a human to move without any difficulty. Did a pretty good job weaving it together up the top. Just another one of those, another WTF moment. You can hear a car in the background or near one of the roads. Again, could this be humans? Could it be kids that made this? Yes, absolutely it could be. It could also be that it wasn't. Yet another teepee structure. There you go.